What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Let me get my monitor up this time. I got the monitor in my face, y'all. Running a YouTube channel and doing all this stuff, you make mistakes. I done recorded 90% of this video and the microphone wasn't on. I say that to say, don't think this stuff is easy. And I really appreciate everybody hitting that subscribe button, hitting that bell, and leaving comments, because that's what helped the channel to grow. Anyway, Harvey's daughter is spilling the beans on some leak footage that she has on Steve Harvey and Diddy and Jakes. Steve Harvey was one on my list because soon as P. Diddy went to jail, that same day, Steve Harvey's wife filed for divorce. There I go looking over there again. Steve Harvey, I don't want to look at myself because anyway, Steve Harvey wife filed for a divorce. The wife daughter was dating Puffy. Now get this, there's another twist in there for this, y'all. I'm not even going to spoil it for you. There's another twist in it for that. What else? My top 5 was Steve Harvey, because of the daughter and how he put the daughter on Puffy and they was dating, even though this daughter is way too young for Puffy. But okay, so you got Steve Harvey on my list, Diddy and Jakes. So since I've been doing research on both of these people, I ran across this video that got Steve Harvey and Diddy and Jakes mixed up in this Puffy thing, right? So Steve Harvey, Diddy and Jakes, Will Smith, Oprah. Videos not about Will Smith or Oprah or Busta Rhymes. There has been, if y'all didn't know, there has been so many people that said facts they seen with their own eyes that Busta is attracted to men. I'm trying to, also another thing you got to do is you got to watch what you say, because you don't want to get flagged on your channel. So I got to watch my words while I think of the words. When I do think of the words, I'm so happy to think of the words. I try to put the word out there, but I thought a word, but can I use that word? Stuff like that. Anyway, we're going to get this video going. But before we start on this video, I was going to bounce back and forth with these videos and just let y'all see like some of the research. Again, I'm in my office, so we're doing the best we can. Here we go. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, leave us a comment and all that good stuff, because we are doing this for our fundraiser and all that good stuff. So let's check this bad boy out.
All right, I got to take some time to address this here.
Well, if he really was filming everybody, I mean, he had a lot of people at those parties, right?
Right?
Did you hear about the latest shocking twist in the world of celebrity scandals? Picture this. On the very day Diddy got arrested, Marjorie Harvey decided it was the perfect moment to file for divorce from Steve Harvey. Coincidence? Some people think not. In fact, this whole situation is stirring up all kinds of wild rumors that tie Steve Harvey, the beloved TV host and comedian, right into Diddy's downward spiral.
One of the moves for the rich people, and I'm not even going to say rich and famous. No, you don't have to be famous. You could be rich. Protect the wealth for generations and generations and families. Protect the wealth. And protecting the wealth means that we need to get a divorce. So the people coming after you, and by the time they file and you come up to the court and you're found guilty or not guilty, because we both know what you've been doing. We both know what you've been doing, Steve. So because we got a piece of paper between us, that don't mean, I mean, we know how much we, you know, our marriage has run its course, maybe, and we can still do what we've been doing. Probably better for us to do it now while this divorce is going to protect our paper. Yep. Protecting the money, that's all that's about. Rap and hip-hop.
Say they're serious. We're talking conspiracy, trafficking, and even more alarming accusations that have the entertainment world gasping. But Diddy's problems don't just stop with him. It's like a ripple effect. The bigger Diddy's fall gets, the more people he's dragging down with him, And one of those people just might be Steve Harvey. Yeah, you heard that right. Steve Harvey, the guy who's been all smiles and dad jokes on our screens, might be caught up in the same storm that's sinking Diddy.
You know, I think in federal court and for these charges, they would say it's routine, but in the public realm, this is very significant, just from who we associate Diddy being and everything we've seen him do over the decades. Like you said, this is quite the downfall to go from, I mean, we saw the mansions back in March that were raided by the feds. So to go from living in those mansions to being in a jail.
Let's rewind a bit. For years, Diddy has been a titan in the entertainment world, building an empire from his music career, business ventures, and his
Man, Diddy is gonna the fame and stuff that Diddy loves, once he's in jail, he's going to come to the reality. This is my thought, and I bet you this is going to happen. He's going to come to the reality that I'm in jail, my time is up, I'm done. But I need to find a way to stay on top while I'm still in jail. This is what he's going to do. He going to spill the beans on everything, but he going to do it in a way to make himself look, I'm sorry for using the whole world as I ran the biggest stage. I used the whole world as my stage. Something like that. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, so y'all want to know exactly what happened? This is exactly how it works. Why he's behind bars. Yeah, I'm behind bars because they picked me, and I was like, man, I like this fame in all its glory, so I'm going to do it. You know, so I'm going to put a paper clip on this video for right now, and I'm going to go to this one right here because I went deeper into that one than what I was anticipating.
Like,
here we go. Check this out.
Stories about me being like fully in love with somebody, and we have like this whole relationship, and I'll see the guy and I'm like, I've actually never even met him before.
So you, nephew, take that top card.
Now, one of the things that I'm finding out about the entertainment business, all news is good news. Good, any publicity is good publicity, because the way they look at it, check this out, y'all. The way they look at it is, oh, that's a lie, man. Forget that. That's a lie. Okay, we can mix a little bit of the lies with the truth along with what I'm saying and let them figure it out. And the more they try to figure it out, that's how you get the he say, she say, and you get more and more people talk about you, because like I'm speaking to you all about Steve Harvey. His name is coming out and more people. Well, imagine somebody saying, who is Steve Harvey? My mom watches Family Feud. She would sit there all day long and watch every Family Feud. She like it, and Steve Harvey makes it funny, but she would watch the Family Feud no matter who's on it. So somebody emceeing the Family Feud is actually getting that's a big show, man, and it's been running for years. So whoever's the MC of the Family Feud is bringing a career up, so to speak.
When I die, I want my last words to be, I did it.
What can I do to be happy?
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
Diddy and Jakes,
have you gone through a time of swallowing?
Apparently, Lori Harvey just hit Steve where it hurts the most by leaking a wild video involving Diddy and Diddy Jakes at some exclusive party.
She has turned over videotapes, a USB drive, and Kim Porter's burner phone. Now, there is also an alleged email out saying a plethora of other things that include TD Jakes with Diddy.
And after what she just exposed, it's looking like Mr. Harvey might be making an early retirement.
I'm also told that multiple male escorts corroborated the fact that TD Jakes have slept with multiple men at Diddy's parties and abroad.
What exactly did Lori capture at that party? Did she expose secrets that were never meant to see the light of day? And most importantly, was this intentional payback or just pure chaos? Let's get into the real meat of it, because this is more than just a leak. Lori Harvey didn't just stumble stumble upon some party footage by accident. This feels calculated, and the aftermath could leave careers in ashes. For years, Steve Harvey has been synonymous with family values, wholesome comedy, and relationship advice. But behind that polished persona, whispers about his controlling behavior, power plays, and connections to Hollywood's upper echelon have always lurked just beneath the surface. Lori's leaked footage might be the catalyst to drag all of that out into the open.
Diddy and Jakes have slept with multiple men at Diddy's parties and abroad, and they refer to him as being a power bop.
Fans were totally caught off guard by Steve Harvey, and people have been giving him the side eye for a while now. The rumors about him allegedly playing a part in introducing his daughter Lori to Diddy after Kim Porter's death definitely raised some eyebrows. But now it's not just about Lori. There's buzz that Steve might have been way more involved in the situation than anyone realized. Behind that polished public image, could there be a darker twist to the story?
In a space right now where I'm not doing anything that's going to compromise my peace and happiness.
Then, the shocking arrest of Diddy in Manhattan shook the entertainment world to its core. Federal agents took the music mogul into custody with some pretty serious charges: conspiracy and exploitation. With Diddy being a major player in music, fashion, TV, and nightlife, this arrest has shattered the image of the powerhouse mogul everyone thought they knew.
Because I'm so quiet, there's been so many stories that have been made up about me. Like I've seen stories about me being like fully in love with somebody and we have like this whole relationship.
The tangled connections
I ain't never met the
celebrities
person.
often lead to some pretty eyebrow-raising situations. And Lori Harvey's involvement in all of this just makes things even juicier. As the daughter of another controversial figure, her past ties to Diddy are adding a whole new layer of intrigue. The fact that she used to date Diddy's son, that's enough to make anyone do a double take. The whole scenario feels undeniably strange. Now, there's speculation that Lori's relationship with Diddy might have been more than just romance. It could have been tied to settling some hidden debts. And not necessarily Steve's debts, but maybe Lori's own. While Lori's beauty and connections seem to give her access to top-tier partners, her link to Diddy might have been more about business than love. But just when you thought that was enough drama, Cat Williams drops a major bombshell about Steve Harvey. He claims that Harvey made a pact with Hollywood involving his soul. And this wild allegation has fans buzzing, wondering just how deep the secrets in the entertainment world really go.
Now, Cat Williams and David Chappelle has been dropping major bombs because they're not part of that clique. You got Steve Harvey, who has been known for stealing jokes, and we got proof to back that up. His boy Cedric the Entertainer is his sidekick. You notice you don't hear too much about Cedric the Entertainer that much, because Steve Harvey has been, there I go looking in the wrong place. Steve Harvey has been coaching and dragging his boy Cedric the Entertainer and been coaching him and teaching him. Cedric the Entertainer has stolen some jokes. Now Cedric the Entertainer has stolen Cat Williams jokes. Now Cat Williams has said, and I said I can see how that could be true. See, he didn't think I was gonna get this big. So you go, Cedric the Entertainer or people like that that's a little bigger will go to some of these little comedian shows, like back alley, I'm gonna call them back alley, or smaller comedian shows, and get some ideas, and start stealing their jokes basically, so anyway, I didn't think Steve Harvey or Cat, and that's just my opinion, I didn't think that Steve Harvey or Cedric the Entertainer was that funny as stand-up comedians, and I really gave him the benefit of the doubt. Steve was a little funny. Cedric just told stories that was a little humor.
I think Steve Harvey some stand-up man. He kissed old girl who owned TV One. He used to kiss her. That's how he had the ring.
So it looks like
Steve Harvey. Hold. I missed that.
Stand up.
Involving his soul. And this wild allegation has fans buzzing, wondering just how deep the secrets in the entertainment world really go.
I think Steve Harvey some stand-up man. He kissed old girl who owned TV One. He used to kiss her. That's how he had the rating.
So it looks like Steve Harvey's rise to fame may have had a deeper impact on Lori's future than anyone thought. Recently, Suge Knight, who's seen it all in the industry, dropped some serious bombshells. He suggested that Diddy has a whole team dedicated to cleaning up his messes, and guess who Suge pointed a finger at?
That's true.
Lori's dad, Steve Harvey. Suge didn't just throw Steve's name out there casually either. He hinted at a paper trail that connects Diddy's PR cover-ups back to Steve. Now this raises a huge question. Why would a big name like Steve Harvey, who's got his own empire, get involved in cleaning up someone else's drama? Especially when that someone, who's around the same age as him, was dating his daughter. It's a wild situation, and that million-dollar question is definitely leaving people wondering what's really going on behind the scenes.
What's up?
Did y'all hear that? Somebody who is the same age of him dating his daughter. I don't know.
My man, appreciate you, man.
According to some self-proclaimed detectives on social media, Steve Harvey might be more deeply entangled with Diddy than anyone expected, and not in a good way. Steve's a powerhouse in the entertainment world, and you'd think that kind of status would put him above answering to anyone else in the industry. But apparently, Diddy might be the one exception to that. Recent rumors suggest that Steve has been following orders from Diddy, with claims that
Y'all know that's a hairpiece. A lot of people didn't know these things, man. Oh, we been knew that. Check this out.
Above answering to anyone else in the industry.
I'm
but
gonna stop it.
apparently,
I'm gonna close
Diddy
the
might
bet
be
on
the
that.
one exception to that. Recent rumors suggest
Look how perfect Steve Harvey's hair is. I mean, it is too perfect. Remember he had that bush, that perfect bush? That's a hairpiece. That's a wig. And when the people said that to me, I was like, what? I didn't think men wore wigs. That's a hairpiece, man. It's too perfect. Who hair is that perfect?
that Steve has been following orders from Diddy, with claims that even his own family isn't off limits. Yes, these allegations don't just stop at Steve. They seem to involve his daughter Lori as well. Over time, whispers have surfaced suggesting that Steve might have been doing Diddy's dirty work, which makes this whole situation even messier. It's definitely raising questions about just how deep this connection between Steve and Diddy really goes.
In a space right now where I'm not doing anything that's going to compromise my peace.
Is that fake hair? I'm noticing all this fake stuff, man. Fake nails, fake. Maybe. I don't know.
And happiness.
Looks like those rumors were more than just talk. Lately, with the whole Tupac saga still unfolding, Suge Knight has been dropping some serious bombshells, and he's even brought Steve Harvey into the mix. Suge threw shade at Harvey, questioning if he really had that much love for Tupac like he always claims. But it didn't stop there. Knight hinted that Harvey was more than just some casual friend of Diddy's. According to him, Harvey made a pretty penny off the connection, and might even be protecting someone tied to Tupac's death.
If you love Pac so much, how you would that everybody say got something to do with the first get down that happened to Pac in New York, then the second one. Does she want to bring up the source?
As the drama unfolds, Suge Knight is really calling out Steve Harvey for seemingly not caring about Tupac's legacy. He downplayed the whole East Coast-West Coast feud that rocked Tupac's life and led to the deaths of icons like Biggie Smalls. It seems like Harvey has been convincing everyone that Diddy was off the hook for all the chaos that went down during that time. But that's not all. Knight suggests that Steve's involvement with Diddy goes way deeper than just cleaning up messes. There are whispers that he might have even offered up his own daughter to Diddy. And get this, Lori Harvey's situation with Diddy might not be what everyone thought. In a recent chat with E! News, she shot down the rumors, saying she often hears about dating someone she hasn't even met in person.
Yeah, I've seen stories about me being like fully in love with somebody and we have like this whole relationship, and I'll see the guy and I'm like, I've actually never even met him before.
The combination of figures like Diddy and Diddy and Jakes at a private party raises eyebrows, and not just because of the...
And that brings me back to saying that a lot of times you take the rumors and be like, well, if they telling lies, I'ma tell lies to make that lie look bigger.
The unexpected mix of a preacher and a rap mogul.
I ain't even met this person. I never met this person. Well, now it's a big lie if you did meet him, because we saw you, we got pictures and all this type of stuff, so they They sneaky too. They sneaky.
This suggests a deeper, secretive world that Steve might have been a part of. One where boundaries between business, faith, and indulgence get blurry. If Steve's been playing both sides, preaching values by day and mingling in elite circles by night, this leak could expose that double life in ways that no PR strategy can contain. Rumor has it TD Jakes' name is being thrown into the mix too. Yeah, you heard that right. Could one of the most respected pastors out there really be tied up in Diddy's wild escapades? Freak-off tapes supposedly leaking with Jakes involved? How deep does this scandal go? And what's really happening behind the scenes? Let's break it down. But this one's wild. In the clip, he's all fired up, telling his congregation to stop hiding stuff and basically come out of the closet with their secrets. He's going all dramatic. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing? It's definitely got people talking, and people's reaction was insane. The video's been causing a major buzz on social media.
They know what they doing, man. Come on, man. You can't be that stupid. You can't be that smart to become a celebrity and make all this money and not know what's going on to the. You know what you did, and you know why you did it. You want people, you want more and more men to come to you and come out the closet. That is an altar call. That is a call to get more men that maybe had some little, I always had a fantasy to sleep with another man that's real rich. Whoop. But now I don't like you because I don't, you're not my type. But somebody your type is gonna come. Yeah, man, come on, man.
Yeah, some folks are loving the humor, saying it's about time comedy goes back to being raw and unapologetic. They're pointing out that pastors are human too. They mess up just like everyone else. So why not joke about them? But speaking of sins, TD Jakes' name has been swirling around some really unsettling rumors lately. For starters, his close friendship with Diddy is raising eyebrows. He even officiated Kim Porter's funeral, showing just how tight they are. But what's really making people suspicious is seeing TD Jakes at Diddy's infamous parties. Like, why would a man of God be at those kinds of events?
That's
Even
crazy.
Diddy's ex-bodyguard chimed in, saying the only reason TD Jakes would be there is if he's mixed up in the same wild stuff that goes down at those parties. Now everyone's wondering what's really going on.
And why would a religious man like himself be at a party which ain't nothing but sin that's going on, bruh? Whether it's drinking, maybe fornicating.
And then there's Jaguar Wright adding her 2 cents, saying that at Diddy's parties, it's all about money and S. So if TD Jakes is there, according to her, he's there for one of those two things, money or S. Looks like TD Jakes found himself in some serious drama on December 21st, 2023. It all kicked off with a viral TikTok video dropping some jaw-dropping allegations about him. After Cassie settled her lawsuit with Diddy, a TikToker came through with some major tea. Apparently, Cassie handed over some juicy material to the FBI, including tapes from Diddy's wild parties and even Kim Porter's secret phone. According to the TikToker, there's a clip out there where someone spills the beans about Cassie revealing tapes that allegedly show TD Jakes and other big names involved in Diddy's scandalous parties. Word is, those parties were wild, hookups with multiple men, and things got pretty out of control. Now people are wondering what's really on those tapes. The email says, "So I want to put you up on game on the real nature of Diddy and Bishop Jakes' relationship. But first, let's understand that Bishop Jakes is not of God. He is undoubtedly a Freemason. And so was Diddy. I say was because it seems as though he has been stripped of his protection, privileges, and power. But make no mistake about it, his soul is still spoken for by the devil. He will never be able to fend off or escape that harsh reality."
Wow.
Anyways, I'm told Diddy and Jakes are MK, the real nature of their relationship. So, according to the email, Kim Porter
MK. See, MK, I sure wish we was in a free world where freedom of speech actually exists. They are MK. Men, I don't even know the abbreviation. Y'all put it in the comments. Let me know the abbreviation of
allegedly claimed
MK,
that
please.
TD Jakes was accused of messing around with a young guy just a year after marrying his wife. Apparently, the whole thing got swept under the rug. Fast forward to 1999, and a guy threatened to expose Jakes. Mysteriously, that guy disappeared. Pastor even spilled that the dude got paid off to keep quiet. Then, 2 years later, the same guy shows up dead with a gunshot to the head.
God, that dude. Look here, y'all. I'm telling y'all that if you believe all this stuff is just made up bull, even if they help make it up bull, you can sweep it under the rug because there's so much bull out there. So you're going to add some of the truthness with the bull and mix it all together like this. So now I don't know which is real and which is not. You know what I'm saying? It's all, so I can do my thing and say, well, let me add what I did into that bull. That's what's happening.
No names mentioned, but this all supposedly went down at Emmanuel Temple of Faith in Smithers, West Virginia. Rumor has it that people from Jake's hometown have been saying he's been on the down low for years. And there's talk of an older pastor him when he shows up at Diddy's parties. Word on the street is Jakes is throwing back drinks and puffing on cigars in some exclusive part of the house. Just because he's in a private invite-only area doesn't mean he's not being watched. Exactly what's going on, and has even questioned why she's never on the guest list. Now, let's keep in mind, these are all wild claims circulating on social media with zero hard evidence so far. But that hasn't stopped people from going crazy online. One person said, no matter who you are or pretend to be, whether it take days, weeks, months, or years, what's done in the dark shall come to the light. Another one added, Hollywood, Hollywood, swinging. What happens in the dark comes to the light. What goes up must come down. And then there's this psychic on TikTok who apparently predicted all this drama 2 years ago. She went on this wild rant claiming that Jakes is mixed up with some shady stuff like being a Freemason, taking oaths to the dark side, and serving Satan as his top boss. Wow. According to her, he's using his spiritual gifts to play mind games with folks. But wait, it gets juicier. She even predicted that Jakes would find himself smack dab in the middle of one of the biggest scandals ever, hinting that it would revolve around his S preferences.
Lord said that Bishop T.D. Jakes will have one of the biggest scandals of all time in the Christian church.
While there's no concrete proof to back up the claims against T.D. Jakes, he's no stranger to controversy. Back in 2009, his son Jermaine got himself into trouble for allegedly engaging in shady activities at PE Park in Dallas. And just last year, there was more drama. Jake's daughter's estranged husband was accused of serious misconduct involving their adopted daughter. With all this swirling drama, people are seriously questioning whether T.D. Jakes...
Oprah and TD? I'm telling y'all, man. Okay, I'm gonna say something at the end. TD Jakes, Oprah. God dang, boy, Oprah got some money, man. How did this? Tyler Perry, he's on my list also. How did these people get so freaking big? I got a secret that I need you to help me keep undercover. Well, I'm gonna need you to help support me. Like politics, man. This is music industry, entertainment industry, politics. You got to be a professional entertainment industry politicker.
Jakes can still be seen as a trusted man of God. Gene Deal even chimed in, saying he can't see Jakes as his type of pastor because his own house isn't in order.
I take him serious. That's not my type of pastor. You know, you got to look at a person's household, and if your household is not in order, you understand? How you gonna help somebody else get their house in order?
And it's not just him. A lot of folks like Linnell are disappointed and questioning their faith in Jakes. She says she's been let down by people she's looked up to before, so she can't put it past Jakes to be involved in the rumors.
Shook my head to say, unfortunately, I don't put nothing past nobody no more.
There you go.
I just can't get shocked no more.
Yep.
I've been so disappointed in the people that I've looked up to.
Considering everything we now know about Diddy,
anymore.
It's natural to question the morals of someone like T.D. Jakes. Just look at the recent lawsuit against Diddy filed by Lil Rod. It had some of the most disgusting allegations ever. According to the lawsuit, there are screenshots supposedly showing gatherings at Diddy's involving underage girls, S-workers, and allegations that some of these women had their drinks tampered with at Diddy's direction. This legal bombshell also named others like Diddy's right-hand woman, Christina Coram, Universal Music Group CEO, Sir Lucian Grange, and former Motown Records CEO, Ethiopia Habtemariam, all caught up in this legal whirlwind. Jones, in the lawsuit, claims that Grange, Habtemariam, Motown Records, Love Records, and Universal Music Group effectively worked together with Combs in a RICO enterprise that failed to adequately monitor, warn, or supervise the actions of Combs, his son, and his chief of staff. However, on December 20...
Dude, how can so many people be saying the same thing and it not be true? Spiking the drinks, sleeping with men, covering up death, raping people, all these lawsuits. Come on, man. And then you got all these freak parties, and you got all these other people. I don't even want to go to a freak party. What about the Freak Nick? When it was really out in the open. Y'all remember the Freak Nick back in the day? Look that up. Freak Nick used to happen down in Atlanta. I was trying to break my neck to go down there because that was the happening spot. Never got there though. Never been.
21st, 2023, the internet was abuzz with activity as TD Jakes suddenly became a hot topic. What sparked this sudden surge in attention was a TikTok video dropped by user Maisha on X, formerly Twitter. The video made some jaw-dropping claims, alleging that R&B singer Cassie Ventura had supposedly handed over evidence to the FBI. This supposed evidence pointed fingers at Diddy, and it came just a month after Cassie filed a lawsuit accusing him of committing serious acts of violence during their 10-year relationship.
To the Fed. She has turned over videotapes, a USB drive, and Kim Porter's burner phone. Now, there is also an alleged email out.
Following the resolution of the civil lawsuit against Bad Boy Records founder Cassie Ventura, there are claims circulating on social media by user Maisha that suggest she went further than just settling. Allegedly, Ventura provided additional evidence to the FBI, reportedly including tapes from Diddy's parties and a burner phone that belonged to Kim Porter, Diddy's late ex-girlfriend and mother of his 4 children, who passed away in 2018 at the age of 47. According to Maisha, the TikTok user, the submitted evidence also involves an email that supposedly incriminates Diddy's close friend, Pastor TD Jakes, who officiated at Kim Porter's burial. In a clip shared by Maisha, an unidentified man claimed that Cassie handed over tapes depicting alleged wild parties at Diddy's place, implicating various prominent individuals, including TD Jakes, who is alleged to have had relationships with multiple men during these gatherings.
I'm gonna let y'all listen to it. I'm not finna say nothing else.
TD Jakes, the founder of the Potter's House, a non-denominational multicultural church and a humanitarian organization based in Dallas, occupies a prominent position as one of the most influential Christian preachers in the United States. Renowned for his dynamic preaching style, Jakes has garnered recognition not only within religious circles but also in the broader public sphere. Often seen alongside celebrities, including Diddy, Jakes has earned accolades beyond the religious community. Time magazine hailed him as America's best preacher, and the New York Times recognized him as one of the nation's most influential and mesmerizing preachers, highlighting his nationwide impact.
Why would a religious man like himself be at a party which ain't nothing but sin that's going on, bruh? Whether it's drinking, maybe fornicating, maybe.
In light of multiple women suing hip-hop mogul Diddy and his associates, alleging misconduct, scrutiny has.
I wanted to go back. I wanted to go back a little bit just to because I skipped this right here. Here we go. Watch
somebody
this.
And we had like this whole relationship.
The tangled connections between
really
celebrities often lead to
this.
some pretty eyebrow-raising situations. And Lori Harvey's involvement in all of this just makes things even juicier. As the daughter of another controversial figure, her past ties to Diddy are adding a whole new layer of intrigue.
Check
the
this
fact
out.
that she used to date Diddy's son, that's enough to make anyone do a double take. The whole
She used to date Diddy's son first, and then she started dating Diddy? What would you do for this fame? That's what I'm trying to figure out, man. How far would you go to get this fame like this, man? Would you do that? Can you? So I'm picturing myself. Could I date a lady, a girl, and then later on start dating the mother? Or vice versa. Can I date somebody's mom, and then later on the daughter grows up and I'm start dating them? That's some nasty foul. That's foul. What do y'all think, man? That's not. Y'all do anything, man. Y'all do anything for this fame. But God dang, boy. So I just wanted to go back and touch on that. Crazy. Now I forgot where we was at.
Who passed away in 2018 at the age of 47. According to Maisha, the TikTok user, the submitted evidence also involves an email that supposedly incriminates Diddy's close friend, Pastor T.D. Jakes, who officiated at Kim Porter's burial. In a clip shared by Maisha, an unidentified man claimed that Cassie handed over tapes depicting alleged wild parties at Diddy's place.
Look at that pastor. Is that a pastor right there?
Officiated at Kim Porter's burial. In a clip shared by Maisha, an unidentified man claimed that Cassie
Oh my God, man. Shame on you, Puffy. Boy, if I had a woman that fine, I would not want another man to touch her. I would want to be the only man touching her. He is hiring sex workers to have sex with his girl while he watch and play with himself. I thought people... All this is turning my head, man, because I thought people played with themselves because they didn't have a partner. Wishing they had a partner. That's what I thought. I don't know.
Handed over tapes depicting alleged wild parties at Diddy's place, implicating various prominent individuals, including T.D. Jakes, who is alleged to have had relationships with multiple men during these gatherings.
I'm gonna let y'all listen to it. I'm not finna say nothing else.
T.D. Jakes, the founder of the Potter's House, a non-denominational multicultural church and a humanitarian organization based in Dallas, occupies a prominent position as one of the most influential Christian preachers in the United States. Renowned for his dynamic preaching style, Jakes has garnered recognition not only within religious circles but also in the broader public sphere. Often seen alongside celebrities, including Diddy, Jakes has earned accolades beyond the religious community. Time magazine hailed him as America's best preacher, and the New York Times recognized him as one of the nation's most influential and mesmerizing preachers, highlighting his nationwide impact.
Why would a religious man like himself be at a party which ain't nothing but sin that's going on, bruh? Whether it's drinking, maybe fornicating, maybe...
In light of multiple women suing hip-hop mogul Diddy and his associates, alleging misconduct, scrutiny has fallen upon the close friendship between Diddy and T.D. Jakes. Diddy has openly spoken about his admiration for Pastor T.D. Jakes, crediting the pastor with playing a significant role in guiding him through tough times. Their friendship took a collaborative turn in 2021 when they announced a partnership to bring T.D. Jakes' exclusive sermon series to Revolt TV. Revolt TV, a prominent Black-owned multimedia platform, became the outlet for sharing Jakes' teachings, underscoring a deeper connection between the hip-hop icon and the influential pastor. A recent TikTok video has surfaced, making unverified claims about Diddy's ex-girlfriend Cassie, supposedly submitting evidence that exposes alleged crimes committed by Diddy and Pastor T.D. Jakes. The TikTok user also asserted that the pastor had exploited young men at events hosted by Diddy, and now Lori is also the victim. Lori isn't some naive influencer trying to make a name for herself. Every move she's made, from her high-profile relationships with Diddy and Michael B. Jordan to this scandalous leak, points to someone who knows exactly what she's doing. The timing of this release suggests it wasn't random. If there's any truth to the rumors that Steve disapproved of Lori's lifestyle or tried to interfere with her career, this could be a strategic strike, and I'm not the one to mess with moment.
If Bishop Jakes was at a Diddy
That's
party,
crazy,
there could
man.
only be two reasons.
This girl is definitely doing anything to make her career blossom.
Money or... That's all that happens at Diddy party.
By releasing this footage, Lori is signaling that she's done being anyone's pawn, especially Steve's. The fallout could permanently damage her stepfather's career, and she knows it. This is bigger than just family drama. This is about power, control, and making sure everyone knows who's really in charge of her narrative. This leak puts Diddy and T.D. Jakes in a compromising position too, and that's where things get even messier. Diddy has been tied to countless scandals over the years, from business deals gone bad to allegations that hint at something darker lurking beneath the surface. T.D. Jakes, on the other hand, has always presented himself as a man of faith, above the noise and drama of Hollywood. But their presence at the same exclusive gathering makes you wonder, what kind of alliances were really being forged here? This isn't just some casual social event. When billionaires and spiritual leaders gather behind closed doors, it's rarely about cocktails and conversation. It's more likely about influence, deals, and securing power in ways the public will never understand. Lori's footage may have given us a brief glimpse into that hidden world, and now the question is, what else have they been covering up?
Look, check this out.
Feels and securing power in ways the public will never understand. Lori's footage may have given us a brief glimpse into that hidden world, and now the question...
That is a whole lot of body makeup, y'all. But if you're willing to give up, to do anything, to say anything, to sleep with anybody, you too can get there.
Question is, what else have they been covering up?
Look at his hands. Look at his hands, y'all. That's the symbol. Look at his hands. I don't care what anybody say. That's the symbol. And he is, even if it's real or fake or whatever the case may be, that's promotion. That's all that is.
Public will never understand. Lori's footage may have given us a brief glimpse into that hidden world, and now the question is, what else have they been covering up? This leak doesn't just hurt Steve's reputation, it threatens everything he's built. His TV show.
Y'all can't tell me. Y'all don't know that that's a wig. I don't know what you would call it for men. They call it so-and-so, whatever. All this time, I said, man, he got the perfect hair. How do you get your hair like that? Because it's fake.
Shows, endorsements, and book sales all rely on his image as a moral compass for the everyday person. But in Hollywood, once the facade cracks, it's only a matter of time before the entire house of cards comes down. If more details from that party start to surface, especially ones that suggest Steve knew what was going on, his entire brand could crumble. It's not just about his public persona either. Hollywood has no patience for bad press, and companies that once relied on Steve's name might start distancing themselves to avoid getting caught in the fallout. One wrong move, and this could be the end of the Steve Harvey empire as we know it.
Look, I'd like to thank Snoop and Puff for stopping by and dropping this knowledge on you all.
The footage Lori leaked could be just the tip of the iceberg. Hollywood is filled with secrets, alliances, and unsaid rules, and it feels like this is part of a larger unraveling. When high-profile figures like Diddy, TD Jakes, and Steve Harvey start getting exposed, it sends shockwaves throughout the industry. This leak could be the beginning of a domino effect. Other elites might scramble to protect their secrets, cutting ties with Steve and distancing themselves from any potential fallout. The real story here isn't just the party, it's what it represents. A world where power and reputation are currency, and once you're exposed, there's no going back. On the other hand, this leaked footage could be the beginning of Lori's rise as more than just a celebrity personality. If she plays her cards right, she could leverage this moment to cement her own power, free from the shadow of Steve or anyone else. She's shown that she's not afraid to disrupt the narrative, even if it means burning bridges along the way. And in Hollywood, that kind of boldness can make or break you. The fallout from this leak is far from over. Steve Harvey's carefully curated empire may not survive the storm, and the involvement of figures like Diddy and TD Jakes hints at deeper, more explosive secrets waiting to surface. Lori Harvey, meanwhile, is emerging from the chaos with more power than ever, proving that in a world where information is king, the one holding the footage holds the cards. This story isn't just about one party, it's about influence, power, and what happens when the wrong secrets get exposed. And if this is the beginning, the Hollywood landscape might never be the same again. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.
And you know that now Steve Harvey real kids, that's what I want to say, Steve Harvey kids, because that's the stepdaughter, they had footage out saying that they was jealous of what's going on and all this stuff. And one kid was interviewed and almost like, dude, that's, you don't say nothing about none of that stuff, man. I'm living my life with my family, whatever the case may be. And I don't even, because of my dad, I'm sorry, y'all. The kids are saying things like this because of my dad and what's going on in Hollywood and stuff. We don't care about none of that stuff. That's his job. She wants to be like, the stepdaughter wants to be like that, my dad, and my dad is helping her get there, whatever the case may be. And we don't care about none of that stuff. I just want to live a normal life and be happy. Yeah, we got a little money because of my dad, so what? And this is the life I live. That's it, you know. So y'all let me know in the comments. Put I'm a ender I am an ender. I had made it to the end. Y'all put that in the comments and everything. I'm be checking them out and everything. Appreciate it. Like I said, we are raising money for feed and everything, so we're doing this for a reason. So y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.